All right. Hello and welcome to Center Ice Cardcast, your one-stop podcast shop for all things hockey cards. My name is Eric Andrews, also known in the hobby as Hammerhawks, and I'm joined by my co-host and fellow hobbyist Aaron Goldstein, better known as Crease Collector. And also joining us tonight is the one and only Chris Carlin, Head of Customer Experience at Upper Deck. Chris, thanks so much for taking time today to join us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, very pumped to be here. I love what you guys do, and yeah, it's a pleasure. So excited to have a little chat.
Awesome. It kind of seems hard to believe to even say something like this, but there may be some people watching or listening who might not be familiar with you or what you do, which again, that's crazy to believe. But for anyone like that, would you be able to just start off the night by sharing a little bit about yourself and your background in the hobby, as well as what you do at Upper Deck?
Yeah, I started with Upper Deck back in 1997. So
Wow.
Pretty much my first job out of college, and just oddly enough happened to be in Carlsbad after I graduated, living with a buddy, and I looked at what companies were around there, and I got to the end of the U's, and I'm like, holy crap, is that the Upper Deck? And as a young man who grew up collecting cards, I had 3 older brothers. I couldn't believe it, and I just went and did the best resume I could ever make, and went over there and dropped it off with HR, and took the first job I could get, which was cleaning the backs of trading cards that had the athlete used the wrong pen on, and they bled onto the back. So it was me and 2 other guys. They were in shorts and t-shirts. I was in a suit and tie, trying to impress. And I just knew, like, I wanted to work for Upper Deck. And from there, I was able to work in customer care, and then end up managing that group, move on to marketing, did some sales. So I've worn a lot of hats now. I'm in charge of customer engagement, which is, a lot with our customer care division, a lot of our social media engagement. Work very closely with our hobby shops, our distributors, and coming up with programs and plans to engage our fans better, and work very closely with our marketing and PR groups as well. So it's been a lot of fun, and really quite amazing to see how the industry has evolved over these 2 decades in particular. Our president Jason always says, the industry has ebbs and flows, and we are on this crazy high right now that I honestly haven't seen since I was a collector in the late 80s. So it's really interesting to see where things may take us, but it's a lot of fun right now and a busy time. But it's just crazy that trading cards are one of the industries that was not only able to survive the pandemic, but thrive in it. So it's been a fun and interesting ride.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all kind of in the same boat as far as like looking at the hobby during the pandemic and being like, okay, what's going to happen? Like, I remember people saying like, get ready to sell your stuff, like things like that, and kind of offload things. But now we're seeing, people buying cards at crazy prices, like just to hold on and sell them for quite a huge return later. It's been amazing, like what's been going on with the hobby. I'm sure from your guys' perspective, it's just been like maybe even scary at times, especially at the start, being like, what's going to happen?
Absolutely. I mean, you think about products like we are making what we think the market can bear, and it's still not enough. Even on a platform like ePack, Upper Deck Series 1, the 2020-21 Series 1 just sold out on ePack. And typically what we forecast for based on what's happened in previous years is enough to last a couple years. And so the velocity that collectors are going through product is crazy. And there's just not a lot of older stuff out there anymore. It's all being broken, or people are just sitting on it. And that's a crazy dynamic to things as well. So yeah, it's been it's a bit to the detriment right now, where I wish things would calm down a little bit, because the secondary market pricing on products, sealed products right off the gate, it's making it a bit problematic for kids to collect, and normally we can do a lot of engagements with kids at trade shows and events, but those aren't happening because of the pandemic. So we're really excited about National Hockey Card Day to finally getting close to happening. We're targeting June 5th as that date, but that's a great day where everyone can just visit their local card shop and get a free pack of hockey cards and find out, why this hobby is so fun. So we'll still look at coming up with programming like that where kids can be involved. But man, it's just it's nuts out there. It's a crazy situation, but we're doing our best we just don't want to. One of the problems that we saw in the 80s is manufacturers just started printing crazy amounts to satiate the demand. And it's so funny. Collectors are so smart. They know once there's just too much of a product out there, and they avoid it like the plague, and then the market tanks and you have a few of those in a row, then things don't go so well. So it's really a delicate balance in terms of how much to produce so that prices aren't too expensive. But I've never seen anything like this in my years. It's been people are coming out of the woodwork. It's lapsed collectors, it's new collectors, it's people who have been collecting for years. So and I feel good for the folks that have been involved in this for so long, because a lot of people are cashing out a little bit, and it proves the fact that this is a good investment. I tell my wife, like, hey, I want to buy this memorabilia piece. I think it's a really good investment. She's like, no. And I'm like, I told you we should have bought this Jordan autograph piece.
Close.
Yeah.
Oh,
so but it's affirming to a lot of people who I saw one collector posting the other day, like, I just sold these cards for $500,000. It was 3 Kobe cards. And is like all the blood, sweat, and tears of those shows are finally paying off, So that's cool to see.
No doubt. You mentioned, that you deal a lot with your customers, obviously being a lot of collectors. Can you share, you kind of did already, but could you share some initiatives that Upper Deck really likes to do that really focuses on kind of harnessing and, enriching that collecting experience?
Yeah, absolutely. For us, my philosophy on customer engagement is, if you've ever seen someone, you go to a baseball game or a hockey game, and you see someone when they get put on the Jumbotron, how they react. And it's always like the funniest, best thing, because they'll be like this, and oh my gosh, and they'll start dancing and they're excited.
I love it.
Yeah. And for me, I think that's how customers should feel with a brand. And if we have the opportunity to put our customers on the Jumbotron, we need to do that. So what I really preach to our staff is get to know the customer. Everyone who emails us with a problem or praise, there's a story behind, what they collect and what they do. And we just need to get to know our customers really well, because there's some really compelling stories that we can tell. And there's ways that you can enrich people's lives with collectibles. And so we do a lot of collector profiles on the upperdeckblog.com. One of my favorites that we've done in a while is out for approvals right now, but I can share with you guys. We had one of our certified diamond dealers in Vancouver, Pastimes. They have a Facebook group, and I love all those Facebook groups. I'm a member of way too many, but it's just so cool. There's so many great stories in there. And he was just telling a story like, hey, my mom met Wayne Gretzky when I was 1, and she didn't have anything for him to sign, so he signed my baby Nike shoe, and it got smudged off, and it's been like in my family forever, and I'm just so bummed. Does anyone know how I can get in touch with Gretzky? And so someone tagged me in it, and I was like, okay, this is cool. So normally we don't do send in signings because there's so much liability that you take on with. Some people have like these priceless works of art, like received in like full artwork and paintings and things like that. So, but I shared with our head of Upper Deck Authenticated, I was like, just a baby shoe. Like, let's do this one. I think it's really cool. And so I was like, all right, we'll greenlight it. So I have him send in the shoe, we have it wiped down, and then we go to the Gretzky sign. Gretzky, we hand him the shoe, and he's like, what the heck is this? Like, what are you guys doing? And he's very cognizant and aware of, what his signature can command in the secondary market. And he loves a lot of the innovative products that we make. It's not just jerseys and gloves. Like, definitely check out upperdeckstore.com to see some of that. It's amazing. But to be handed a shoe, it was like, huh? And it's so cool. So we got a picture of him re-signing the shoe. We got it back to the collector. We gave him we added a 1-of-1 to it and put that on the COA.
That's
and
awesome.
the collector just freaked out. He's like, "This is the greatest thing ever." But what I love about it, that story should be up on our blog next week.
Yeah, I
But
want to
what
see
I
it.
love about
Jeez.
it is there's a picture of Gretzky signing it in like the 80s, and now there's a picture of him in
Oh, that's so cool.
2021, yeah, signing it. So putting those side by side. But I think it's just really important for brands. Upper Deck, when I grew up, they were the collector's choice. And one thing I've tried to instill is we need to know our collectors well. We need to be engaged with them, and we need to help them out where we can. So that's been a fun aspect of the job, is being able to have that type of engagement with our fans and being able to help them out where we can.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, one that is pretty well known throughout the hobby is the Random Act of Kindness program that you guys have. Why is an initiative like that so important? And do you have any specific Random Act of Kindness stories that you guys have sent out to people that stand out to you?
Yeah. So Random Act of Kindness was, I started that program because YouTube, we started this, about 7 years ago. So it was back a little bit in the Wild West of social media, where there was a lot of hate and venom on Twitter in particular, on YouTube, like crazy stuff. Like, we'd put a video up and there's like racist things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we need to change the tone and dialogue of how people talk. And especially with new collectors, we're spending all these dollars trying to market and bring new people into the category to help everyone's collections be more valuable. And then you have someone say, "Hey, I got these great MVP cards," and like 15 people bag on them and say, "That's crap, you suck, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, this is not sustainable. Like, this is not a good business model. So, I looked at what other companies did, and it's very similar to a Nordstrom's model, where, you take a little time and you write a handwritten note instead of just some typed out corporate speak, and you make it affirming from the rep or the manager to the consumer, and talk about, "I like that you enjoy these cards. I like that you like this team. We love how you help this other collector." And really, I think it's helped make, since we've been doing it for 7 years and we've shipped out more than 3,500 of these, I believe. It's helped. Usually we'll include, like, it's about getting to know the customer with these. I preach to our staff. So if we find out what team they like or where they are at, and we try to get them something from there. And it doesn't have to be, some 1-of-1 or really high-end card. It just needs to be thoughtful, right? And I think that it's so fun when people get a mail day they expect from a trade or a purchase on eBay. They go to Twitter or Instagram, "Check out my mail day, yeah." But when they get something that they don't expect from a
The
brand,
best, man.
this is a big brand, they would never spend time on me. It means a lot, and they get really, really excited. It's a lot of fun to see. A lot of my favorite ones are around kids, but one of my favorite stories was, it gets me a little touched. We heard a story, and I again just tell my reps to be on the lookout for great stories, not just in the hobby, outside the hobby. And we heard about this sports fan who his father was abusive, and he actually killed the mom. And so the child was at a foster home, and he asked for a new dad for Christmas. And we were like, oh my gosh, we're doing something for this kid, And the best piece of advice I ever got from a marketer was, do the right thing and let the brand go along for the ride. Don't try to do something to be viral. Just do the right thing, and if something good happens out of it that benefits the brand, great. So that's what we try to do. And we're like, all right, we're taking care of this kid. And it was one where we always include like the UDRAC hashtag and things like that. But obviously he's not going on Twitter and promoting, and that was fine. Really what we wanted to do is let him know that, you're not alone, and there's people that care about you. And a lot of times trading cards mean so much to us as collectors, but really what they can provide to people sometimes is just a meaningful distraction and something to take their mind off the stress that, oh my God, my dad's a jerk, and my mom's gone and what have you, and let me go and just escape in this environment. And that's what I think is one of the powers and beauties of trading cards. And he was really appreciative of what we did. And that's just, I think, what our core philosophy needs to be. And I wish it was more present in the industry, but I really do believe it's picked up a lot of the goodwill you see in the hockey card market in particular. And you see other people doing random acts of kindness, mail days, and sending them out to people, because one of the things we say with this is you can't ask for one. You can't ask for a mail day from us. But when we see you doing good work out there, we recognize that. And the other cool thing is we have all these customers' information. You know, if you ever had a redemption or anything like that, or we know what hobby store you go to, or we know who you collect with, we'll find you. And it's really fun to surprise collectors that way, for sure.
That's awesome. It's cool hearing those stories. I mean, obviously some are, obviously very touching, but it's good to see the awareness from, a company like Upper Deck. I think some people might lose sight of that. And no, it's good to see that you're, taking care of collectors like that. And it's true, you can't really ask for a random act of kindness. You have to have it, hopefully, show up in your mailbox. So that's awesome. Another topic that actually our listeners actually submitted to us, and we did try and answer it on a previous episode. But if you feel comfortable doing so, we just wanted to have you talk about the Upper Deck exclusive for hockey cards, and just why the exclusive, in your opinion, is beneficial for the hobby.
Yeah, we stepped up to the NHL at a time when no one else was initially. It was at the point of a lockout, a suspension of play, and we were licensed with other manufacturers, and we said, hey, we want to be your partner for the long term. And really what happened was a consolidation of a lot of licensing situations with Major League Baseball, NFL, NBA, and NHL, where we have one jersey supplier for everyone, and everyone bids it out or what have you. And so Upper Deck was the first to get that exclusive type of license. And really how it benefits things is there's a cadence with regard to how things come out. When Upper Deck and Topps were doing baseball, Upper Deck Series 1 and Topps Series 1 would be like a month apart. And that's not great for hobby shops, when you have two core releases releasing right on top of each other. So the spacing that happens is really important. There's a lot of behind the scenes things that happen when there's just one manufacturer. The biggest is just the value that you could add to the product. These agents are very smart, and they know that if there are two licensors, they're going to play each other against each other and raise the prices and get more money for their client. And when you're in a situation where it's just one manufacturer handling that, the prices you can pay for without competing are much better. Now, there's still situations where if we find a generational talent like Ben Simmons, where we'll dip into basketball and things along those lines. But for the most part, most manufacturers kind of stay in their lane there, which is good. And there's a lot of other behind the scenes type things that benefit the collector, whether they realize it or not. But I understand that people feel the one thing I hear is competition. There needs to be more competition in this industry. Well, I am 1000% competitive against all the manufacturers with regard to, I feel like everyone can be a hockey card collector or a Goodwin collector. And if we make the best products and have the best service and, are there, there's no reason why someone who collects baseball wouldn't shift over and collect hockey or collect Goodwin champions. And especially with a platform like ePack, where we've been able to reach people who don't have trading card shops nearby. We've been able to do a lot in Europe and Asia with ePack, where, again, people can open packs of cards any time of day, anywhere in the world with that platform. So if you've never been on it, check it out at upperdeckepack.com. It's worth taking a look at, because it blends the digital, which is kind of like that NFT model that everyone's going crazy for, but you still have physical, which I think is the most important part. Like, I'm never not going to want to have a trading card that I can hold in my hand. No cool graphic or anything like that is ever going to convince me that having a picture on my phone is more cool than having, an actual autograph card in my hand. So
I'm with you.
I think that's really a cool aspect of EPAC. So I think that, yes, we're going to continue to drive innovation and try to be the leader in the marketplace, because even though we're not competing with other manufacturers for the same sport all the time, we're competing with those customers. And I think collectors have evolved to the point now where it used to just be, I'm a baseball guy, I'm a Marvel guy, Now there's a lot more. And we're seeing this on EPAC in particular, where we're having people trade a Connor McDavid rookie card for a coin, for a sketch card of a Marvel artist, for, all these different plays. And collectors are just more diverse and have more likes and things they're interested in now, which is really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, some of the products on EPAC are some of those flagship products. And one of those, not that it's up there right now yet, but, with 2020-21 Upper Deck Series 2, we were really excited to have you on the show to talk about that product. So, what can you share about Upper Deck 2? What makes it such a classic and iconic and anticipated product every year? And is there anything specific about this year's release that really stands out to you?
Yeah, for me, it's just the wildness of this whole season, where we went from nothing happening, and that was like the worst point in sports, I think. And then the weirdness of games happening with no fans in the stand. And so this year was weird, where normally this season starts in preseason's in October, and November we have some games, and we can get the Series 1 out with the vast majority of the new rookies who just skated in early November, but that didn't happen. So we got special approval to use players who were on the rosters in the playoffs. And since Alexis Lafreniere was an exclusive to Upper Deck, we got a pass to use him, which is all great and made for Series 1 to be a great release. But so much of that rookie content, the players hadn't hit the ice yet. So players like Stutzel and Kaprizov and so many more were just waiting for Upper Deck Series 2. So this is the most loaded Young Guns rookie set that we've ever had in a Series 2 release. And it, as we talk about people putting away wax, like, I think this is absolutely one where people are buying that extra case to just hang on to and put away for a while, because it is juiced. And there are a lot of really, really good players whose cards are going to command serious dollars down the line. And the content in it, it's just really diverse and unique, which I love. In particular, one that, it's a tougher pull, but I love the box fillers insert, which is more of the goons,
Those
if
are
you
cool.
will. And one of my favorite things is George Larocque actually got into the hobby and has a hobby shop, and he's buying his own box filler cards. He's so happy that he's got a card out again. And I interviewed him a little while back, and what a great guy. So I love that set. It's like an acetate card embedded with the traditional trading card. So a really unique card, but a lot of players that you don't think of or see every day. So, but you know them and love them, So that's one of my favorites on the Series 2 for sure.
That's real cool. Yeah, I know. I don't remember when, but I know Billy Celio, when he was on at some point, he was talking about those box filler cards as being an insert that he was really excited about when the product came out. So that's cool that you really like those too. And going back to it's not really random act of kindness, but Chris was kind enough to send us a little care package for the episode. So we'll be opening up.
Chris,
a
you're
little
the
bit.
best.
You really are.
No, I it's so funny. Like, I'm so seldom in the office, and we had this weird thing happen with a pipe burst in underneath our department. So I was like, oh my gosh. But I was like, I got to get these guys some product. So I was rushing, but I was so happy. It was like, okay, I got it out, and I can't wait to come on and talk to them.
No, when Eric just showed me what was in the box when we were talking about the podcast this week, he kind of slow rolled it of what was in this box, and just kept sending me pictures, and I'm like, oh, dude, what? Like, why? Like, what? But it's amazing. Like, we'll get to it in a sec. Eric's gonna break the boxes. Yes, that was boxes plural. So yeah, we'll see what's in them. And I'm gonna get one of the Series 2 boxes. So yeah, it's gonna be good. It's good. Thanks, man. It's
Yeah.
gonna be good. We can't wait.
Yep. So I'll fill you guys in on what all we got. First of all, can't overlook this, the Upper Deck fun gauge, which I
Oh, yeah.
appropriately maxed out to the high. So
Nice.
have to do that.
Keep it high.
And then when Chris and I were first talking about the episode, we were just talking about a box of Series 2, which, of course, as you see, he sent. And as Aaron alluded to, he actually was kind enough to send us 2.
Which is super nice.
I'll be sending one of those to Aaron so that he can open it up on a future episode so that I'm not having all of the fun. So, yeah, and I know Aaron is really excited about that because he doesn't open stuff too much, but
Good.
I know you're excited.
Well, not good that you don't open stuff too much.
No, I know. Well, I mean, with these secondary market prices,
Yeah, I know.
man, I got to pre-order everything now. Jeez.
True. And then, so I was obviously expecting the Series 2 box. And then when I opened it, there were some extra goodies on top, which just blew me away. So the first thing when I opened the package is I saw this being 2021 Black Diamond. So I was like, okay,
Unreal.
there we go. As well as 1920 Clear Cut.
Love those clear cut cards.
Needless to say, we've got some really good stuff to open up tonight. And we're not exactly sure what it'll look like yet, but of course, since Chris was nice enough to send all this stuff to us, we want to share some of this stuff with you guys too. You know, it's not right for us to just keep all this stuff to ourselves. So we'll figure out a contest and a giveaway of some sort to make sure that you guys get to enjoy some of this stuff too. But I'll start off with one of the Series 2 boxes, since we were just talking about that. I know I didn't open Series 2 last year. I did a couple years ago. I bought one hobby box and actually got the Carter Hart Young Gun, so I was really excited about that. Aaron and I were talking about the Young Gun crop before starting, and of course there's Kirill Kaprizov and Tim Stützle at the top. But, you know, as you mentioned, Chris, there are a lot of really good rookies in this Young Gun crop, so it'll be a lot of fun to see what pops out of this.
Well, the other thing we're seeing too is, I mean, this is great. And you mentioned Carter Hart. By the way, Carter Hart was one of the nicest. Hockey players are fantastic from the get-go, but Carter Hart was like next level. So I'm a huge fan of him. I know he didn't have the best. He's been struggling a bit, but he'll be fine, and he's just a fantastic guy. Someone I like collecting people that aren't jerks, you know. So,
yeah,
guys who are like actually nice.
Yeah. And then, you know, the other crazy thing is we talked about Series 2 and just how this product is kind of loaded with rookies. But man, the holdover rookie class, our cutoff date was February, I think it was 17th. And the amount of, you know, like goalies and Byfield now making it, and Cole Caulfield for the Habs. Like, we are going to have, starting with MVP, like some crazy, awesome skaters, and we don't even know who's going to be called up for, you know, the playoffs and things like that. So next year's looking amazing already. So it's wild.
Absolutely.
And there's always that one rookie. You mentioned a couple, but there's always that one rookie that kind of comes up during the season.
Absolutely.
And scores like a hat trick, you know, day one.
Elias Pettersson or Brock Besser or
people just lose their minds. It's great.
We knew that they would be good, but no one knew that they would be like, holy,
that good
level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
It's funny you mentioned Carter Hart, because was it the last episode, Aaron? I don't even remember.
It was the last episode.
I recently got back a grading submission, and I have a Carter Hart Ice rookie.
See, that's nice. Awesome. Like, see, like, what do you know, that's amazing.
That is really awesome.
Like, come on.
Definitely happy with that one. But anyway.
The nice thing about the ice cards is, you know, with them being acetate, you could drop them and you still get a 9.5 grade, you know? It's great.
True.
You're running over with a truck, 9.5. That's awesome.
So I'm going to crack into the packs here. Of
course,
you know, anything is great, but really what I'm looking for is those base cards of my 3 PC guys that are in here. As long as I get those guys, I'll be thrilled. So, of course, that being Hjalmarsson, Slavin, and Ryan Dzingel. I'll just note the hits. So first pack, we've got an OPG Marquee Retro of Emil Larmi for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
So some people give some grief about us including O-Pee-Chee rookies in Series 2, but man, I think it's a good place to put them because O-Pee-Chee is such an early season product. It's and there's good value to a lot of the rookies. So
I
I
like
think
O-Pee-Chee.
it's a good place to put it.
Absolutely. I would agree with that for sure.
I always love O-Pee-Chee. It's like a good mix of, the old and the new.
Yeah.
Very modern, but also, it looks a little old school sometimes.
Yeah.
I love it. So I don't mind the O-Pee-Chee hits either. It's a good spot.
So we've got a hit in this one, I can tell. So we'll come back to that. Hey, there we go. Look at that guy.
Jalmerson.
Love that.
One of the guys you collect. That's awesome.
All right, set that aside.
Wow.
Beautiful. All right, and
I love the dazzlers and the fluorescents as well. They really, really pop. I actually, if you get the bigger top loaders and you poke a hole in them and put a Christmas ornament on them, I frequently decorate my Christmas tree with.
Like the string to kind of hang the dazzlers.
Yeah. And the dazzlers look amazing on a Christmas tree.
They look awesome. And there's the 4 parallels too. There's like the pink, green, blue, and orange.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was like every color under the sun. So they look amazing.
I did this tweet where we had Connor McDavid and three Kings players, and I was like, it was towards the Christmas holiday. I was like, get it, the Connor McJesus and the 3 Kings.
Oh, that's funny.
So
they're great cards.
A rookie materials of Nikolai Kanishov.
Those look awesome.
Are you familiar? I don't know if you've seen them, Chris. We've seen 2 of them now. There are 2 Quentin Byfield rookie materials that have snuck out.
Yeah, so those aren't supposed to be out. We prepared, that maybe he would get the call up, and they were just going to keep those for next year. And some accidentally packed out. So
it happens.
Those are going to be. It was not intentional at all. I mean, people are in a lot of trouble for it, but they're out there. So if you've got one of those, hang on to those because I don't think many made it out. And big whoops on our part for sure.
Quickly.
Honestly, as a collector, it's kind of cool hearing those stories of stuff that kind of squeak out. But I know from your perspective, maybe not as cool, but I like seeing that stuff. I know it's a different perspective, but
we get and it does kind of taint, his true rookies, which will be next year. But it's not a young gun.
Don't worry about it.
But as long as Aaron says I'm good, then we're good.
I mean, yeah, exactly. What do I know? But hey.
I am quickly accumulating an Emil Larmy PC here. I got an O-Pee-Chee red border.
Oh, wow.
Of Larmy.
So those red borders used to only be available in Canada through a wrapper redemption program. And we decided to put them in packs to make things a little easier on folks. And there's definitely people who've been collecting them every year in Canada. So even if you get a base type player of those red parallels, there's people that hunt those down. So they're a good card to have, to say the least.
Big fan of the reds here. Those reds are nice.
Absolutely. We've got our first young gun here of Gilles Sen for the New Jersey
Bunch of goalies in here. It's a goalie box. I like it.
It is. Should have given you this one.
I know, right? Jeez.
I'm sure you'll get something. Maybe you'll get a Kevin Lankinen young gun.
That'd be cool.
This one doesn't want to open up. All right. Here. Looks like another young gun. And it is Flames defenseman Alexander Yeltsin.
Nice.
Nice. Gotta love those Flames cards. Wearing a Flames shirt here. Good.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
There you go. Very cool.
I always enjoy people's different pack opening styles. And for some reason, hockey players, I would say 50% of them use their teeth, which is interesting because a lot of them don't have all their teeth. So it's
Use
like
the one remaining tooth to open.
yeah, like gumming it. You know?
That's
Brett Burns has a lot of trouble opening his packs, but therefore.
I'm sure. That's awesome.
That's funny. Let's see. We've got, continuing the goalie trend, we've got an OPG marquee rookie of Connor Ingram.
See, this is my kind of box.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pull like a high gloss or something. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
But
but
a
then
high
I'll be accused of giving him the, you know.
Oh, that's true. All right.
It's hard enough. It is hard enough to get product out on time, let alone try to pull like a juiced box for
Right.
people, you know. So I'm always as surprised, but usually when I do this, I'm like, I hope it's just average.
Right.
You know?
No, I get it. No, I hear you.
We've got an OPG marquee rookie blue of Philip Broberg,
Nice.
Edmonton Oilers.
Not bad.
It's a good one.
I think next to politics, the most conspiracy theorists are in this hobby. You know,
Probably, yeah. I mean, like you just mentioned, you know, breaks and things like that, and who gets what. Yeah, there's been a lot of theories out there for some stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
I always funny.
That's the thing I think I miss the most about shows. Like, hey, in 2001, 2002, I noticed that the third pack down in the fourth box usually had the hit. Is that throughout? I'm like, dude, I have no idea that we didn't try to do that.
2001. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's always funny when people do that. I'm sure like at shows you hear that stuff, obviously in person so much. That must be awesome. Like you should just write an article just of all these examples. It would just be the most read thing on the blog for of all time. That's
hobby
great.
Theories. There's so many of them. So
hobby conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
From collectors. That's awesome.
Got a portrait rookie of Alex Belzile.
Nice.
So that's the Saved by the Bell card. And honestly, we make fun of Billy on that one. Billy puts this set together.
Yeah, we talked to Billy. He loved those.
The cool thing about it is, you know, it does get people talking. They're so quirky that it has, when I share them with a mainstream audience, they're like, what the heck is this? So it interests media a bit, and there are a good talking point for the product. So you want to have those cards that get people talking, even if it's, in my belief, one of the more ugly cards that we make. But yeah.
Oh, Billy's not gonna like that. But
yeah, no, I hope he's not watching right now.
He might be. I talked to him earlier today.
Oh, you'll get an angry email later.
He knows I don't like him.
Okay.
Speaking of him, Connor Ingram.
Nice, another one. Very cool.
Of course, the rest of the box is going to be portraits.
All portraits, all goalies. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, this is Aaron's box for sure.
It sure is.
Oh well. All right, let's see here. And another one, a portrait goalie of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Another Leaf guy. Oh, there we go.
Joe Wall.
Oh yeah, best goalie name I've ever heard in my life.
Absolutely.
If he doesn't make it.
When he got drafted, I was there and I was like, usually I pay attention to Habs and Leafs. And so I was like, all right, I think it was a third rounder, but I was like, we got to get some stuff signed by this guy and have him do a couple shout outs for people.
No, that's awesome. I mean, he's destined for greatness with a name like that.
That's my other thing I love and kind of miss. And we talked about customer engagement a bit earlier, is I keep like this running tab of fans, you know, who are collectors and who their teams are. And on draft day, they all have to come through the Upper Deck area. And I will make them do random shout outs to different collectors. And like half the time they don't speak English and they're wondering, what the hell is this guy?
Who is this guy? Like,
I hope you enjoy collecting my cards. What? Huh? But that's a fun thing of engagement that I miss.
Another goalie portrait. Stuart.
Dude, this is seriously getting scary. Like,
this is your box.
Goalies.
I apologize.
Pile all the goalies in one card and see how many we got. That's unreal. I love it.
Okay, here's a good one. Here's a really good young gun. Keiondre Miller.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Very, very nice. New York. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
I kind of love the cards from this year, honestly. Like with the photos and the whole pandemic, like no crowds. People are gonna look back on those cards. They're gonna love them. Like in 10 years, people are gonna look back at these cards and think, wow.
Again, that's why I'm saying this series too. If you're putting a case aside, like this is a great case to put aside.
Yep. Even like just sports fans in general.
Find them now.
If you can find them, I think they're gonna love it. Like again, in 10, 20 years or something. Another goalie, Fleury, I love it.
One of our favorites.
Oh yeah. No,
We
it's
got
gonna
a-
be good. And with the
There's a
oh
PC
wait,
card for me.
what'd you get?
I was going to buy one of these eventually, so now I don't have to. It's a Young Gun canvas of Brandon Hagel for the Blackhawks.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I really like him. He's kind of like an Andrew Shaw 2.0 fan
Yeah.
favorite in Chicago. He's awesome. So love that. That's not going anywhere.
I know you're showing the hits, but just some of the photography is
Beautiful.
amazing. And if you're watching and you don't know who Nick Wasika is, definitely give him a follow on Twitter or Facebook. Wosika. He's a sports photographer, and he put together this series, and we're working with him again, called The Card Show. And he just gives you a behind the scenes look at what it's like actually making the card. So I think this first season was 6 episodes, and it was, if you watch them all together, it's about probably 45 minutes, but it's a really cool behind the scenes feel and look from a sports photographer's perspective on the hobby.
That's awesome.
Stuart Skinner,
And
Young Gun.
another young gun, Stuart Skinner.
Unbelievable.
Nice.
Another goalie.
Very, very cool. This is awesome. I love it.
See, at least me getting the Hagel Young Gun canvas makes me feel better about choosing this box because
Send
I know
Aaron all the rest of the goalies, please.
for you,
I love
Aaron,
it, man. Like, I'm a goalie. I love the goalie hits. It's always so cool.
Okay, so
Hagel.
what's your quirk then? Every goalie is a little quirky. What's your
Oh man, I don't even know. Just being very bad at goalie. That would probably be it.
it's a
like-
quirk, all right?
That's what my teammates say, like you're just so bad. Like how? And I'm like, I don't know. That must be my quirk. That's it. So I guess just being very bad is probably my goalie
okay.
quirk.
That's a new one for me, but that's good.
Yeah, I did. I mean, that's why I play beer league. That's why. I'm not in the NHL. I'll never be in the NHL. That's probably why.
though you have your cousin actually has a card in this product.
Yes, I'll explain it
So-
after the show, but my cousin is actually in this product. Pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
So yeah,
Got an award winner of Matt Dumba.
not bad.
So Aaron, instead of Wall, we would make your last name like Screen Door or something like that.
Screen door. Screen door. I love that. Yeah, no. Screen door. Okay, cool. Okay.
Rickety Fence.
Rickety. I love rickety fence. I'll take screen door though. That's
Okay,
that's
okay.
good.
Noted. Make a note,
I'm
Aaron.
gonna get a custom card done. Thanks, Upper Deck. Jeez.
That's funny. Let's see here. That's a cool picture. Nice equipment. Anders Nilsson.
That's awesome. Nice Brian's.
There's another
They're
nice
good.
photo.
Yeah, see, the photos are just
Yeah.
awesome. Like that's what I love about the canvas cards. It really takes that that photography and it puts it up a level if that's possible. It's really great. Like even the backs of the canvas cards are always really cool.
Yeah, and even like just some of the behind the scenes photos of guys
Yeah.
kicking around a soccer ball before playing ping pong or things like that. I think it's really cool. Yeah, it's definitely different and eye appealing. And just when you feel those cards, it kind of feels like a little work of art. So yeah, I
Exactly.
think a lot too.
Another fitting pull. We've got a marquee rookie of Calgary Flames goalie, Artem Zagadulin.
Nice, very cool.
Crazy. I've never seen such a goalie box.
Oh,
before.
I know, right?
I
Wish
didn't
that-
do this on purpose.
No, it's fine.
I really wish he was still in Chicago because he's awesome.
Good Laner, yeah. Good.
Robin
goal
Leonard.
there.
Great guy.
That's
Great
awesome.
goalie. Ooh, there's a good one. Marquee rookie for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Nick Robertson.
Nice.
Not a goalie.
Gonna be good, and he's not a goalie. That's very true. And he's a Leaf,
True.
which is awesome. I'm in Toronto right now, so obviously you got to be a Leaf fan.
Yeah, you'd be disowned if you were a Montreal
I know
fan
it's
or-
yeah.
How close are we up in Toronto for things opening up again? Like, what's going
Not
on?
even close.
God,
Not even close.
I
So
miss that city so much.
like you're thinking about the expo, like I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we just met with Steve Menzie, who runs the expo, was actually out here this week. So
Nice.
we took him to lunch and kind of talked about things. He is going to run another virtual expo in June, so that'll be cool.
Cool. It's something. It's
Those are
good
really
to
fun.
keep
I don't know if you've ever
involved.
definitely check it out if you're a collector. Sports Card Expo, and the virtual edition is really fun where you can go and buy and check out all sorts of dealers, but we'll present there, and then it's really neat. They've got like this speed dating thing where you get like 2 minutes with a different collector. But I've talked to people from like Czechoslovakia and like all over the place. Like it's really cool. Finland.
Yeah, the collector thing over there. Oh, nice canvas.
Canvas
Parise.
and Parise.
The collectors over there in Europe. I'm a big collector of Jonas Enroth. And so he went to the KHL to play. And so I had to track down some KHL cards of his. And so meeting and talking with the collectors over there overseas, they're passionate. Oh, man, like crazy.
Totally.
It's unreal.
Mike
Nice
Hoffman
hit so far.
canvas.
I was lucky to go to the global series before pandemic shut everything down in Sweden, and it was the Sabres. I think it was the Lightning. But there was a collector's show on Sunday after the games, and I went to that at a hotel.
Oh yeah,
nice, and it was
Laven
awesome.
base.
It was like a smaller version of the Sports Card Expo, I would say. But there's different levels of collectors. There's the cup guy in the corner, you know. And then there's like the dad and sons with their MVP and Young Guns, and it was like I was like very stoked to see, you know, that it's made its way over there, and there's people as passionate as we are, so it's cool.
Yeah, the European collectors are awesome. They're really kind of like hidden away a little bit, but
Yeah,
they're so passionate. It's unbelievable.
This is a cool one. Talking about that kind of the behind the scenes canvas photos. This is a photo of Patrice Bergeron taping his stick in the locker room, and it looks like it's for military appreciation night or something. It's camouflage tape.
oh, that is cool.
Those are always nice.
Pretty cool. And so, of course, you guys saw a minute ago, I got a Slavin base card, and then there was the Bergeron canvas.
PC guy.
And we got our Dazzler for the box.
Nice.
Victor Olofsson.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ah, sweet.
The blue one, right? Oh, those look good.
Sure. Yeah,
So I actually did a signing with him in Sweden, and he was a fantastic guy, but then got behind on signing stuff for us. And so we had a few redemptions hanging out there. And I'm happy to report anyone who was waiting on an Olofsson, we got him back this week. So
nice. I'm sure Sabres fans will be happy about that. That's awesome. I think everybody should pick a player from the Dazzler set, series 1 or 2, and just complete the rainbow for them.
Do the rainbow, yeah.
It's just too nice. You can't just go there and pick a player and try it. It's great.
Ooh, here we go. All right. This is a nice little pack here. We've got a marquee rookie of the Blackhawks, Mackenzie Entwistle.
Nice.
Nice.
And then there's this random Calgary Flame. I don't know who that is.
Oh, yeah, random. Random dude.
Yeah.
Yep,
Couple
totally
cool
random.
cards there. All right.
Put that one aside for me.
Flames and goalies.
That's right.
That's right.
Screen
That'll
door.
be a big package. All right, we're coming down to it. We've got 3 packs left. I think I still need at least 2 Young Guns, 3 Young Guns.
It's all going to be at the end.
So,
Never leave a pack behind.
that's right. Got a Young Gun here. I'll take that one for the Blackhawks. Alec Regula.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you like that one.
I'll certainly take that. He's a good up and coming defenseman. 2 packs to go.
2 packs.
Aaron will send you his pious suitor from his box.
Take it. I'll take it. All right, let's see. We've got another Young Gun. You jinxed it, Mr. Carlin.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy! I just called that.
Okay, you definitely do this. You knew.
Now it's going to add to the hobby conspiracy theories. Everyone with their tin hats. He knew it was in there.
He knew it was the second pack on the bottom right.
That's amazing.
Awesome. That's awesome. You got to keep that now.
Oh yeah,
Blackhawks.
That's
amazing.
Nice
Call, Chris.
In my defense, I thought Aaron would get it, but yeah, that's.
I mean, maybe I'll get one. I'll let you know.
Double up.
This has been our box. Tons of goalies, tons of Blackhawks.
I'm a fan. I'm scared what my box is gonna have when it's sent to me. It's gonna be a bunch of Blackhawks and stuff like that.
But you'll get all the Kaprizov.
Bunch of has-beens and never will be's.
Yep.
Give you that box.
All right, last pack. I still need a Dzingel base.
All
so
right.
if I get one, doesn't look like it. Nope, just kidding. There it is.
Oh, nice. Hey,
Last
pick all
pack.
the PC cards you can get, right?
All 3 of them. Perfect.
Nice. Well done.
And the last hit is a Marquee rookie retro from the Hurricanes of Steven Lorentz.
Nice. I think that was a really fun box. Bunch of
Oh, yeah.
goalies. Everyone else hates it but me. I mean, this is great. No, it was good. It was very entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Now we have clear cut and black
Move on
diamond,
to
which is
clear cut.
awesome. Wasn't
All right,
expecting
now
it.
I've got to guess what's in those. Hold on.
Please do.
Oh, I'm hoping.
Which one are we doing
for-
first?
We'll do a clear cut. I'm hoping for a Jacob Slavin embedded endorsements.
Okay.
Of course,
gonna go
I'm
with-
hoping for Wayne Gretzky.
Well, that would be nice.
Just
I'm gonna go with a canvas because there are some canvas in there. So let's keep the canvas party going. I say
All right.
the anti-clear cut.
Yeah, true.
or I'll go with a 1 of 1. Let's just say that. Any 1 of 1.
That wouldn't be bad.
Not bad,
let's
right?
See.
Good luck.
See what we've got. Well,
This
one
is
of
one
you.
card per pack that comes sealed in a magnetic with an upper deck
Sticker over
hologram
it? Yeah.
label on it. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, one of you is correct.
Seriously?
So
So you guessed. So Chris got a canvas auto, and then I guessed a 1 of 1. I don't think it's the 1 of 1.
It's not. It's
Okay.
a nice card. It's a really nice card. It's a UD Canvas Signatures number 20 out of 25 for the Florida Panthers of Alex Barkov.
Nice.
cool.
Oh, that's really nice. Oh, that's a great card.
That is sweet.
That's
Oh,
a
I love
really
that.
nice card. Nice
It's coming out to
picture.
the rink with all the fans there. That's cool. Barkov.
All right, I'm going to say it.
nice.
I'm 2 for 2. What
Not
is
bad.
again the black diamond?
Black Diamond.
I want some bling. I want at least a double diamond.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
go for. I'm gonna push my luck and go for another 1 of 1.
Ooh.
You know what are really cool that I've seen too? I just gave one away. If any of you are on Instagram, Everyday NHL is a really cool account to follow, and I host
Love
a
Instagram.
Trivia Tuesday
Mhm.
event with them. And I just gave one of these away, but the autograph gemography cards in there are awesome. So
They
it's
do look
got the
good.
bling, you got the autograph there, horizontal, really cool. So I'd like to get one of those, but I'm going to root for a double diamond rookie if I had to guess or pray.
All right. It's a nice thick pack.
Good luck. That's awesome. Very cool.
That is awesome.
It is. I don't know if I've ever
Imagine
opened
being like a 10-year-old kid and seeing that.
Like,
Oh.
yeah.
You're like, yeah, I want
Right.
that.
We've got some really thick cards in here, so we will see.
Good luck. 6 cards, right? Or
I believe
yeah.
so. 6
Six,
cards.
okay. Good luck.
All right. Starting off with something for Aaron.
Goalies, right?
Nope.
All
Toronto
right.
Maple Leafs. It's a base number 99 out of 349 of Austin Matthews.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Matthews. Can't complain
Sure.
about that.
I just
Beautiful.
love that base design too.
Oh, it's nice.
You call that base, but I mean, look at the sides, the
It's-
filler
it's
that's
like an
used,
insert.
even like that black insert. Yeah, it's much like an insert. So
It's nice.
if that's base, I don't want to be right. That's great.
I know, right? No, it's a very cool limited base card, but very, very cool. I love that.
Yeah, they are beautiful. The foil is really nice on
It's
those
really
too.
fun at the offices. You walk by the designers and you get to see what it's basically the calendar 6 to 9 months out. And I saw them working on those. And I was like, that's gonna look cool. But it was before like they had the hollow foil and all that
Right.
other stuff.
That's awesome. I'm sure there's been tons of designs thrown around for all these products. So
Yeah.
it's cool. It's cool.
We've got a silver on black autograph, rookie
Oh, these
signature,
are cool.
numbered 54 out of 149 for the Edmonton Oilers, Tyler Benson.
Nice. Oilers.
Cool.
Really nice looking card.
Those look good. Those look really nice.
Got a really nice one here. It's a team logo jumbo autograph, numbered
Oh, you pulled an auto, huh?
42 out of 99. And this is definitely a good one to get right about now because this guy has been red hot lately. For the Dallas Stars, Jason Robertson.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
that
I
is a
love those
great
logo
one.
cards. They look so cool. Nice. Good
That's a
hit.
really, really good one. That's awesome.
That's sweet.
Got another nice one here. We've got a Black Diamond Mine dual relic. It's a dual jersey. Definitely have some good names here. For the New Jersey Devils, Scott Gomez and Martin Brodeur.
Oh, Brodeur.
That's sick.
I collect Brodeur. That's awesome. It's a goalie
nice.
out there. And Gomez is awesome. If you have seen his Instagram, he's
Oh, yeah, he's a fun
he's
one. to follow.
hilarious.
Sure.
I
Great
think he's done some stuff with Upper Deck, or maybe he
Yeah.
just bought them himself. But he loves with like giving away cards. He's a
Yeah.
huge hobby guy. So if anyone is listening to this, follow Scott Gomez.
Yes.
And Broder is always awesome, so you love Broder.
Yep. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go to the back card because this next card is pretty cool. So we'll go to the back. It's the Exquisite card. It's an Exquisite Performers, number 107 out of 199 of the one and only Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, those cards are cool. Again, another base that looks like a cool insert.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Well, everyone's always asked us, why don't you do something higher end than the cup? And we definitely could have, but we didn't want to taint people who have been collecting the cup for so long. We didn't want to cheapen the brand by coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I love that we made this compromise where we'll add value to some of these other sets by including exquisite content, but we won't release the exquisite as standalone. So I really like how we did that.
Yeah, it's a cool little bonus, like seeing the those kinds of cards like throughout certain products, just kind of as like a little bonus, like, oh, here's a cool card. It doesn't look like the others. It's special. So like, I really like that. Cards look great.
And then finishing off, this is a super cool card. I watched a couple case breaks on YouTube earlier today just to.
Is it a double diamond rookie?
No, it's not.
Is it a 1 of 1?
No, it's not.
Is it a goalie?
No, it's not.
All right.
You'll be satisfied though.
Okay.
But these are really cool cards. I saw one pulled and it just looked really cool. And then being able to see one in person is, it certainly does not disappoint. It's really cool in person. It's numbered 26 out of 99. It's a Diamondation. Again, great name.
Yeah.
Connor McDavid.
Oh, that is sweet.
Those are nice.
Keep talking here so I can see it.
Yeah. Love it.
Awesome card. That's super cool. If you guys can't tell, those are all cut out of the card stock, and it has acetate going through the center. So it's kind of like an icy feel.
That's rad. That's the first one I've seen pulled. That's
same.
That's really cool.
It's a super cool card.
Seen. That's awesome. Congrats on that.
Great
way to end it. We got some Gretzky, we got some McDavid,
Matthews,
we got some Brodeur, Matthews.
And if you're just a casual fan watching this, it goes to show you that we make a variety of products. I say different strokes for different folks. There's a lot of different types of collectors out there, but the Upper Deck Series 1 and Series 2 are like everyone collects it.
It's a classic.
But then there's these premium types of products that we make. Clear cut. We don't make a lot of that, but it's a 1 per pack. It's kind of a hit or miss. It feels like sometimes, but it's a lot of fun if you open up a few packs. And then Black Diamond is that upper echelon premium type product that every card feels like an insert, and it's more pricey, but it's you get all the hits right in 1 pack.
Yeah, and I mean this definitely delivered. I mean, getting that Robertson, I mean that's a big
and
card.
The cool rookie hit, very cool.
Anything Gretzky, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
And then a really unique card like that. I mean,
that's awesome.
That's a really, really solid box and a really cool product. I mean, every single card from that box is just amazing looking in person. I'm sure.
I love it.
You guys
Thanks,
can probably
Chris, for the extra stuff. Really appreciate it. That was awesome. I can't wait for my Series 2 box. If
Christmas in April.
Exactly. Can't go wrong with that, right?
Absolutely. I think that wraps it up for the box breaks.
That's all we got.
We've got one last thing for the show. Chris probably doesn't know this, but of course, Aaron and some of our listeners do. I have I kind of about a year ago actually started a project where my first full year collecting cards was 2003-04. And I just think that year was just so great. Every single product was excellent, whether it be Upper Deck or any of the others, Pacific tops in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Every single product from every company was just amazing, top to bottom. Whether it was the lowest of low ends, just like a basic, tops or, Upper Deck Victory or whatever it might be, all the way up to the, the best of the best stuff. Everything was awesome. So last year when COVID first kind of hit, I thought, what's something fun that I can work on? So with that, being a year of cards that I just fondly remember as a child and really enjoy a lot of those sets, I, set forth to collect every single base set with all of the short prints from that year.
It's a million cards. That's like
it's 50 total sets, and
Wow.
in
that's
all,
insane. Like how do you do that?
it's over 10,000 cards in total.
So I have heard that you were doing this, but you're not telling me you finished, are you?
No.
Oh, good. Because I was going to say, whoa.
He's going to be 98 years old when he finishes.
I might be.
Cards will be all digital.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy. Yeah, like there'll be holographic cards, like, you know, whatever. And he's going to still be collecting 0304. You got to respect it.
Well, it'll all just be NFTs at that point. But
I hate those. I'm sorry. If you collect those, that's awesome, but I don't like them.
Yeah,
but
I don't even know what they are. Or like, didn't you just tweet like for NFTs, like not for trade?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was you. I think that was you. Yeah, that was a good
I like the good old days when NFT was not for trade.
No, yeah. That was awesome.
Fungible token.
So true. Awesome. But yeah. Anyway, so I've been chipping away at that project over the last year or so, and have kind of been trying to focus on more of the short prints as opposed to just picking up massive piles of just base cards.
Yeah.
So one of my hobby goals for this year was to pick up at least one really big card for that project. And I did accomplish that already. You know, you guys that have been watching the show for a while saw that, I don't know what that was, maybe a couple months ago, I got the Marc-Andre Fleury Upper Deck Ice rookie out of 99, which is a big one for sure. I mean, I would say that's probably, if not top 5, definitely a top 10 card for that entire year, across all the brands, all the sets. And you know, I figured, okay, that's going to fulfill, you know, that's clearly going to fulfill my, you know, cross off a big one from the list. And then, you know, one thing kind of led to another. A few weeks ago, this card popped up on eBay, and I thought the price was a little bit too high. So I messaged the seller and asked if he would negotiate the price a little bit if it went unsold, which it did. And so then from there, we were able to just kind of message back and forth and work out a price. And the card arrived this past Tuesday. And I know Aaron's really going to like this one. It's one that I've dreamed of owning since a little kid. So to actually own it is just amazing. In my opinion, this is probably the #1 card out of the over 10,000 cards on my project. So to finally have this one is amazing. And the patch, of course, makes it, you know, as good as it is. So I'll just show the card and you guys can enjoy it.
Yo.
Oh, that is dope.
Dude, what? How? Oh, man. Okay, so for those who can't see it on the live stream, he's holding.
Keep talking, Eric, so it keeps popping up.
Yeah, it's for those who can't see it, it's an 0304 Premier Collection rookie patch auto out of 99 of Marc-Andre Fleury. And the patch is a super, super nice 3-color from the Penguins logo. And from what I've kind of seen over the last year, a lot of the patches on these are 2 colors. So finding those 3 colors are pretty difficult and can definitely command a big premium. And kind of unfortunate with these specific Fleury cards is there's a lot of the copies have a little nick over his helmet. So this one does have that, which actually kind of played out to my favor because, you know, of course, because of that, I was able to get it for a little bit cheaper. You know, if this was a totally pristine card, there's no way I'd be able to afford it. But you know, given that the condition issue on this card is very common within the print run, to me, it's not really a turnoff, you know, because that's kind of just expected for the card. So to be able to get a copy like this with this patch on it was just absolutely incredible. So, you know, definitely acquiring this card makes my goal feel a lot more attainable at this point. Definitely still have some big ones. Still have to get the Bergeron from this set. Still have to get the Bergeron Ice rookie and the Fleury and Bergeron Future Watch autos and stuff. But yeah, getting this one definitely makes me feel a lot better for sure.
Awesome. Nicely done. That is so cool.
Old school Upper Deck right there. That is, it feels weird calling that old school, but very nice card. Love it. 03, 04 Premier was great. And yeah, I think that was the first kind of RPA set. So
yeah, 02, 03. 02, 03.
Yeah.
the second year. And,
So cool.
people that are new to collecting might say, oh, it's just a premier RPA, but you have to remember that at the time, this is kind of the equivalent of the Cup RPA. I mean, this was the
Yes.
ultra high end product, and this is the hard signed RPA out of 99 of arguably the best rookie. So, this is it. I mean, this is it for Fleury rookie cards. So, yeah, I mean, to have the opportunity to get one, I had kind of realized over the last 6 months or so that this would, probably only just continue to go up in value. He's raising up the list of all-time wins pretty quickly. So, and I think a lot of people think that he'll probably be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. So, once he gets to that point, a card like this just goes up in value even more. So being able to get this card when I did, I'm definitely lucky that I was able to pull it off. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Definitely a sweet card. Really excited to have that.
That's how you end the show. That's great.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yep. So,
well, Chris, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. And we
thanks,
appreciate
guys.
the
This
boxes.
was a lot of fun, and let's definitely do it again. And appreciate you having me, and fun way to start off the weekend for sure.
Absolutely. No problem at all. Thanks, Chris.
All right, guys. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.
Perfect. All right. Have a good one.
Good luck on your box, Screen Door. You got it.
Thanks so much. Okay. Bye. Well, that was Chris Carlin from Upper Deck. That was a great little show there. Not bad with the boxes, and definitely not bad with the Fleury RPA. No big deal.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that one.
Dude, like that was awesome, especially back to back with the ice. So that's just like, that's awesome. I mean, especially as a Fleury fan, like I was just thinking about the Fleury rookie cards this week, actually. Not that one in particular, just kind of all the Fleury rookie cards, just because he is so rapidly closing 500 wins almost. So I think he'll get that probably next season, because I don't think there's enough time for this season. But yeah, next season he's going to eclipse 500 wins for a goalie, which has only been done twice as of right now. So that's going to be amazing. If he keeps playing, he might even pass Patrick Waugh, maybe. It could happen, so you never know. But yeah, that's a card, like Eric alluded to, is just going to go up in value. We're not really much for like investing on this podcast, but that's one that is for sure you kind of pinpoint is just going to go up in value and is going to be quite the card in a few years, and especially when he retires and he's all said and done. Great Fleury card for your collection, and great Fleury card for your 0304 project.
Yeah, absolutely. Our buddy Craig, who you've referenced on the show before, used to collect the
former Enroth collector.
He's actually looking for one of these cards as well, and we had kind of been talking about this card because we came across a guy on Facebook who actually had two of these available. Both of them were just 2-color patches, and they were probably a little bit overpriced. So I'm pretty sure I obviously passed on it. I'm pretty sure Craig did as well. But yeah, I know. I told Craig to give this episode a watch so that he could see this, because I know he'll appreciate that, and obviously Kendall would give his stamp of approval for this as well. So yeah, now I just got to find the future watch, and got to get a Young Gun again. I used to have one, I don't know, probably about 10 years ago that I sold for $50, which was good money at the time.
Hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. I got my Fleury Young Gun for a Kevin Bieksa SBX jersey auto, straight up trade. And yeah, the person who I got it from hated Fleury, so I just gave it up pretty much for free.
How do you hate Fleury?
I don't know. Like maybe he didn't like
Capitals
Fleury
fan,
or didn't like the Penguins. This was years ago. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, I got it in a trade. So I mean, you never know. I don't know. Good luck with that one. But I mean, hey, you got the big ones out of the way, so not too bad.
Yep. Yeah, still got to get a few of Bergeron's big ones as well, like I mentioned. But yeah, I mean, definitely getting that one makes me feel a lot better, because it's a significant card. I mean, it really is. It wasn't cheap. Just kind of fortunate that I was able to accumulate some funds rather quickly, and the timing just worked out really well. So definitely grateful how that all played out. But just wanted to share that with Aaron and Chris, and obviously you guys as well, that have been kind of keeping tabs on my progress for that project, over the last year or so. But I think that's really going to do it. Obviously, a huge thank you to Chris again, not only for his time and, just being willing to come on and hang out and talk with us and share a little bit about what he does, but, of course, sending us all of this, amazing product. And, obviously we did pretty darn well. I mean, I would say that Barkov canvas signature is a pretty nice card. I mean, it's not, a Gretzky or anything, but I mean, I would consider that a good hit for the product. And like I said, I think that Black Diamond box really delivered, especially given that there wasn't anything crazy massive, there wasn't a Lafreniere Diamond Relic rookie or anything like that, but it was a really solid and deep box, I would say, getting that Robertson team logo auto, and, of course, getting anything of Gretzky is awesome. And I love that McDavid Diamond
Great card.
Hard to pronounce, but
sorry, I was just checking some Facebook comments, guys. Thanks for commenting.
Yeah, totally meant to be keeping an eye on those throughout the show. I know our good buddy Josh Packham is watching, so appreciate that. I'm sure there are quite a few others of you guys that I talk to regularly that are watching, so thank you for coming and watching. We really do appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. And a couple of you guys were saying best of luck on my box. We'll be sharing that when I get it and whenever we decide to open it. So hopefully we will pull some heat. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully. Not that we didn't. I mean, the Keiondre Miller Young Gun is obviously a really good one.
That's a sweet card. And the goalies.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Miller's probably around like the top 5 range, probably 5, 6, 7 in the Young Gun crop. So, I mean, that's definitely a good one. Of course, I love, and Chris obviously loves, that I got the Pius Suter, which is another really strong one. But yeah, I mean, if you could pull either Stützle or Kaprizov, that would certainly be an awesome pull for sure. So we'll see. Hopefully you get something nice, or hopefully you get a massive pull like a Hjalmarsson High Gloss or something.
That would be unreal.
So yeah, but again, just a big thank you to Chris. Really do appreciate everything that he did for us tonight, and in preparation for tonight. So just a shout out for him. I mean, you guys are probably all familiar with him, already. And, if you weren't before tonight, you are now. It's very apparent that Chris is, very passionate about this hobby and wants to do the right thing. And, just a true asset in the hobby. And, we're definitely fortunate to have a guy like that in a position that he's in. So, yeah, just awesome to be able to, hang out with him a little bit and hear his thoughts about some stuff too. So that's going to do it for episode 33. We're really glad that we could finally do this episode. As Chris alluded to, Upper Deck had some kind of unfortunate facility issues in California when we thought this was originally going to happen. So the package did get delayed a little bit, but certainly better late than never for sure. Yeah, of course, glad that we could do it, and glad that he was willing to come on and just provide some insight for you guys. So, of course, as always, please be sure to follow us on social media. We can be found right here on Facebook, of course, as well as Instagram and YouTube at Center Ice Cardcast, and on Twitter at Center Ice CC. Please also be sure to subscribe to the show on your podcast platform of choice to make sure you never miss a future episode. Until next time on Center Ice Cardcast, keep collecting those hockey cards.